Hey, Bleedbigblue, Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to come talk to you guys. I know what happened. It was week 1. Went to Dallas, and we lost. I definitely saw some negatives. Definitely saw some positives, but hey, we're back at it. I'm going to give you my list of glory and list of shame. As usual, hey, let me hear what you think of each, and give me your list of glory and shame. There's definitely could be some differences in our lists. Let's see here. Number 1 on the list of glory, because you guys always know we try to start off positive here at Bleedbigblue. Number 1 is Saquon Barkley.
You just made the
11
list.
carries, 120 yards, 4 receptions, 19 receiving. He looked like he was the best player on the field by far, especially in the first series. He was amazing. Obviously, I don't think we gave him the ball enough, but let's put it this way: it is not Barkley's fault that we lost this game. So you know what, Barkley, you're probably going to be a mainstay on this list, but welcome to the list of glory. Number 2 on the list of glory, I want to say I really liked what I saw. Evan Ingram.
You just made the list.
Great game. He had 11 receptions for 116 yards and a touchdown. Granted, some of those stats are garbage stats, but I like the fact that you were the main person they went to, and people couldn't stop you to do it. And that's going to be great, especially when Golden Tate comes back, as far as if you can be that kind of person for us, that mainstay, that go-to. That's what I like to see. And hey, keep doing it. And honestly, your blocking got better too, because on Saquon's first really breakout run, you were one of the key blocks. So, Evan Ingram, I'm proud of you. Welcome to the list of glory. At number 3 on my list of glory, I really have to give it to this person. I wasn't expecting it. Eli Manning.
You just made the list.
30 for 44, 306 yards, and a touchdown. Now, some people will say, hey, we got killed in this game and Eli was starting. But if you watch that game, that was not Eli's fault. Eli probably threw one of his usual bad throws by, tossing up in there one time. Thank God it didn't get picked off. Eli played a good game. And, he's rolling out. Even though on that rollout, I'll get into that later. Eli, you played good game. You were spreading the ball around. You were getting Cody Latimer in there. You get Benny Fowler, Shepard. Everybody was touching the ball. And I did see you a few times be captain check down. But for the most part, you played aggressive. The Eli of old. I just want you to go. I know this is your last season with us. I want you to go out on top. So, hopefully this isn't your last time on the list. But welcome to the list of glory. Eli Manning. Now, it's like I always told you guys before, it's a lot easier to do the list of shame after a loss. And I have no problem getting into it right now. Number 1 on the list of shame is, I gotta say, a group, but I'm gonna put it on one player. It's the Giants secondary. You were number 1. You got torn up by Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup and Randall Cobb. You name it. It didn't make a difference who was out there. You were getting torn up. And yes, I know this is going to be a young secondary, and it's going to be hit and miss. But I want to see some hits, not all misses. But like I said, I was going to put it on one player, and this is why I'm putting it on this one player. Anthony Bethea. You're supposed to be the veteran in this group. Putting people in the right spots, letting them know where where they're going to go. And honestly, you were getting toasted. And you were not playing well. My problem with that is if you're not playing well, then how are the youngsters supposed to be in the right position if you're not? And if you're not in the right position, I'd rather have Love out there playing free safety than you, than a 14-year veteran that is probably only going to be here for this season. I know it's week 1, so I know we're going to go through some growing pains, especially with the secondary being so young as it is. So I'm going to try to be patient. All right? But I still got to judge you. So shame on you, Giants secondary, and especially you, Anthony Bethea. You made the list of shame. Number 2. Now, this is kind of tough because I don't know exactly who to blame this on. Giants pass rush. You know why I don't know who to point out there? I go, is there even such a thing? Because I don't know if we rushed the passer. I think Dak Prescott could have had a smoking a pancake back there, sitting on a chair, and he still wouldn't have got touched. So I honestly don't know who to blame as far as having no pass rush. Do I blame James Betcher? Sure. Do I blame the players that couldn't get there? Sure. But I'm talking about everybody. Interior, exterior pass rush. You guys were non-existent. And, you know, shame on you for not even letting me know who's actually the talent on this team right now. So shame on you, Giants pass rush. You made the list of shame. Now, number 3. I gotta, especially in a loss, and I don't like putting it on the coaches, but I gotta, number 3, bad play calling. Shame. For instance, James Betcher, you gotta call some more blitzes. You gotta have some kind of pass rush. You know, this is a young secondary. They're not gonna be in the greatest spots in the world all the time. But hey, when Dak Prescott's out all day, guess what? It's gonna be no problem finding somebody open. Because it wouldn't make a difference if there's all veterans back there. If they aren't getting, if he's not getting touched. The play calling when pretty much the game got turned around, when it was 3rd and 1, and we run the fullback up instead of running Saquon Barkley, who was easily the best player on the field. And then somehow Saquon's shoes got untied. And he wasn't even out there for the next play, which made no sense to me whatsoever. I don't know who's untying Saquon both his shoes. Saquon, you can't play without your shoes tied. But the next play, Eli rolls out, doesn't get rid of the ball. There was no way he was going to make it because, my grandmother can run faster than Eli Manning. And granted, it was a horrible call on the goal line because Shepard absolutely got tackled. And he should not have continued that. And that should have been our first down for us. But I want to see some better play calling. I want to see Saquon Barkley touch the ball more than 11 times at carries. More than 11 carries, especially after the first series. There was no way we shouldn't just be running the ball. I think we got a little too cute. Let's go back to grounding and pounding the ball and playing better defense. That's how Giants win football games. That's the way New York Giants have always won football games. So let's go back to it. But, hey, that was first week. Guys, let's be patient. This is still a young team. We can make some strides. Dallas is a good team. So let's see what's up next week when we play Buffalo. Because if that defense looks just like that against Buffalo, then we definitely have a longer season in store for us than we realize. But no matter what, I'm going to keep watching. You guys are going to keep watching. I want to hear your lists because I bleed big blue. Always.
Hey, what up, everyone? I'd like to thank Tim for doing the list of glory and the list of shame and kicking it off. If you like this, please leave a comment down below. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. This way, when we go live, you don't miss out on anything. We made it simple. There is one link in the description that will bring you to our merch, our other social media. So please follow along. And if you buy a shirt, tag me in a pic. We'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.